A hypothetical account of the burial of Pope Francis. On Monday, April 21, 2025, the world received the solemn news of Pope Francis's passing, prompting an outpouring of grief and reflection across the Catholic community and beyond. Known for his humility, emphasis on compassion, and commitment to social justice, the late pontiff's legacy would soon be honored through a series of time-honored burial rituals. The Pope's burial will be expected to run as follows. 1. Preparation of the body. Shortly after his passing, the body of Pope Francis will be respectfully prepared for burial. This process will involve cleansing and dressing him in his papal vestments. He will wear a white cassock and possibly a pallium, symbolizing his role as the shepherd of the Church. Traditionally, embalming might be performed to preserve the body for public viewing, as seen with other popes, including Pope John Paul II. 2. Mourning period. Following the announcement of his death, a mourning period will commence, typically lasting around 9 days. During this time, preparations for the funeral service will be underway. The Vatican will set up a public viewing where the faithful could pay their respects, similar to what was done for Pope John Paul II. Thousands of people will be expected to visit St. Peter's Basilica, where Pope Francis's body will lie in state, allowing for prayers and reflections on his life and contributions to the Church. 3. Funeral Mass. The funeral Mass will be held in St. Peter's Basilica, a grand affair attended by dignitaries, heads of state, and the faithful. The Mass will be presided over by the College of Cardinals, with particular emphasis on the last words and teachings of Pope Francis. Familiar hymns might fill the atmosphere, and a homily reflecting on his ministry and message would be given, perhaps focusing on his key themes of mercy, environmental stewardship, and outreach to marginalized communities. 4. Interment. After the Mass, a somber procession will accompany the body to its final resting place, which would be in the papal crypts of St. Peter's Basilica. However, in an interview in late 2023, Francis said he would not be buried in the Vatican and had instead prepared his tomb at the Santa Maria Maggiore Basilica in Rome's Esquilino neighborhood, where he went to pray before and after trips overseas. This burial site is significant, as many popes have not been laid to rest there over the centuries. Pope Francis expressed a wish to be buried near his predecessors or in a location associated with his legacy of humility and service. 5. Blessings and rituals. As the body is interred, final blessings will take place. The Dean of the College of Cardinals would lead these rites, which will include special prayers for the deceased and the placing of papal symbols, such as a pallium, near the casket. If he is to be buried with a papal tiara, it will symbolize his authority and the responsibilities he bore as the leader of the Catholic Church. 6. Veneration of the tomb. Once buried, the tomb of Pope Francis will become a site of pilgrimage and veneration, as with previous popes. Faithful from around the world will visit to honor his memory and seek inspiration from his life's work. A memorial service will be organized in the weeks following his burial to celebrate his impact on the Church and the world. 7. Beatification process. In the years following his death, the Church will initiate a process of beatification, assessing his life and virtues. This process can take several years, and if successful, it will further elevate the late Pope's standing within the Church and likely promote visits to his tomb as a site of pilgrimage. In conclusion, the hypothetical burial of Pope Francis will reflect the deep respect and love he garnered throughout his life. His commitment to service, humility, and engagement with global issues will be honored through the mourning procedures followed by the Catholic Church, ensuring that his legacy endures in the hearts and minds of the faithful.